What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mac here. Didn't do a video last week because I was just kind of getting my thoughts together. It was the anniversary of when my deceased son was born, so I was kind of just paying my respects and chilling. I actually did a tribute video to him 4 years ago. So it's on the look at the channel. Okay, it says little B tribute. Okay, but no, this video, I thought to myself that I had anything super funny to talk about this week, and I really don't. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you my AIT experience thus far because I know when I was getting ready to ship to basic, I was so fucking nervous. Like I was like, I think I've watched probably almost every YouTube video about Fort Jackson and what to expect, what it's gonna be like. Because everybody told me, oh, it's relaxing Jackson, relaxing Jackson. Again, shit you not, that shit is not relaxing. Like it wasn't. I'm not saying it was probably like Fort Benning hard, or how people tell me Fort Knox used to be hard, but it wasn't. I definitely was surprised. So just to give you a little background, the National Guard, and I am a 25 uniform, which is a signal support system specialist. And basically, what the regular Army calls that is commo. You're a commo guy. So primarily, I work on radios, making sure they work correctly, making sure they are configured correctly, and make sure they can speak to the people they need to speak to. But my job entitles learning all about electronics essentially because you have to be able, as a 25 uniform, to be able to fill in for another 25 series if that one is not available. Say like a 25 Bravo who's like IT specialists. If they're not around, then guess what? You are now an IT specialist because you have some training in that department. So like so far we've covered A plus, we've covered N plus. A plus is basically the ins and outs of a computer, how to put one together, how to troubleshoot one, operating systems. N plus, which is networking. We learned some other one that had to do with
AIS.
what was AIS again?
Just a bunch of like legal cyber defense.
Yeah, AIS was like cyber defense type stuff. Yeah, so far okay, but that's what it is. So if you are in the 25 series, you will go to Fort Gordon, Georgia. That's where I'm currently stationed, and you will, at least for me as a 25 uniform, you're signed off for 16 weeks, but it's actually a total of 17 because the way the schedule is, you'll graduate and then you'll start class in the middle of the week and you'll graduate in the middle of the week. So if we started class on Wednesday, we'll graduate on Wednesday. It's roughly 4 months. Just to give you an idea of what to expect thus far. Again, it won't be a long video. Just I've just passed my month portion of being here, so I've got roughly 3 left, and it's not that bad. What they do is like how in basic you had red phase, white phase, blue phase. Well, here we have phase 4, phase 5, 5 plus. It's kind of equivalent to a red phase, but it's not. What it is as a phase 4 is it's mandatory for your first 3 weeks, and then after that you can phase up. And it's basically just indoctrinating you to the, let's say I guess it's the good word for it. It's the ins and outs of Fort Gordon and the things you should know about your company. It's kind of like continuing soldierization. Like you're already a soldier because you graduated basic, but just a continued soldierization and process of learning what to do as an AIT soldier. So you learn all the basic rules. You learn policy letter 17, which will be like your Bible essentially. It's the privileges and limitations for a soldier in training. And as a phase 4, you have to wear your phase 4 badge. This is actually my phase 5 badge. Yeah, you wear a little white badge, right? And they're color identified. So white is 4, yellow is 5, orange is 5 plus. Uh, well, gold, yellow, whatever. It looks yellow to me. That's again my side co-host person there. That's Mr. Leslie. He's also phased up as well. He's got his golden badge on. So we enjoyed that today, but I will go over some of the perks of that as I get through it. So phase 4, you can't eat anywhere outside the DFAC. You cannot partake in any gyms. It says in policy letter 17 that you can, but it depends on your company commander. Our company commander basically said we can't. Now, mind you, I'm in a different situation because my company just came out of a mass phase down. What happened was right before we got here, there was a freaking fight club of sorts. Well, now when I talk to other AIT soldiers, oh well, it wasn't a fight club. Just a few of us on the weekend would get together and fight in the day room. Now, from what I've been told, sounds like a fucking fight club. According to them, nah, it was just a few people. It wasn't the whole company. They felt like the whole company didn't deserve it. But the first sergeant said the whole company deserved to phase down because a bunch of people knew about the shit. Nobody said anything. They actually told us that had you just said, hey, we want to box, they would mind if you had some mouth guards and went out in front of the fucking company and boxed, as long as you did it safely. And there was alcohol involved. Some of the Phase 5 pluses went off post, got some alcohol. Of course, they're obviously older than 21, brought it back. They found a few beers. Whole company went to Phase 4. So privileges for nobody. Matter of fact, there was a girl in a DFAC today telling me that it was so bad that it was almost like they couldn't eat either because they would make formations right around the time it was time to eat. So you basically had to choose, do I try to eat really quickly and then possibly be late to formation or just go to formation and not eat? So that was just some of that BS. So we're coming off of that, but they're trying to build the morale back up. Like we just had a company barbecue today. And I didn't partake, but I'll get to that. So as a phase 4, no privileges, no civilian clothes, no, you can't go to the PX by yourself. You have to have a phase 5 or 5 plus escort you. You cannot. What else can't you do as a phase 4?
Um, well, depending on your commander, gym, library,
Gym, library,
swimming
swimming pool. Eat at any place outside of the dining facility.
You gotta go to extra formation.
Oh, that's the one that really pissed me off. So it's phase 4, right? So this is a weekend. This is a Sunday. As a phase 4, you got fucking formation like every 2 hours. Like, okay, so we wake up in the morning on the weekends, formation at 8 o'clock. As a phase 4, the most free time you get on the weekend is from 8 to 12. Because at 12, you got next formation at 12, right? So then you got 12 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, and that's the final formation.
Technically, 8 to 12.
Yeah, and technically, it's not even free time because 8 to 12 is barracks maintenance. As in, you're supposed to be cleaning the whole fucking building. You shouldn't be going to your room and going to sleep. Do people do it? Yes. Have I done it? Yes. You know, whatever. We've all done it before. You get tired, you take a nap. You just hope you don't get caught.
I did.
So, that's it for the phase 4. So after week 3, you take a phase up test. You have to know your Signal Corps March, which is the song for the regiment we're a part of, because anyone in the 25 series is part of the Signal Corps. I'm not going to sing it. Just look it up if you are interested. It's called the Signal Corps March, the Army song, the Soldier's Creed. There are 3 general orders. You have to know your company's chain of command as well as the national chain of command for the Army. So that's like the, Army chief of staff and the secretary of defense, the president, all that. And then you have to know little stuff like we have a company motto. It's called, where I'm in Delta Company, it's called the Dog Pound motto. And it's a little silly kind of motivational chant you have to do. You do all that, and plus you take a written test, which is all over policy letter 17. You pass that, bam, you get your gold badge. You're now phase 5. Phase 5s, you can go.
As long as you don't feel
Oh, and you got to pass your diag. You have to pass your initial PT test. If you do not pass your initial PT test, or if you failed any of your academic exams, you will not phase up because you can't be getting extra privileges and you ain't done normal basic shit. So when we get here, the first week we take a diag. I didn't pass much the first diag. I missed my run by a minute, whatever. Not the greatest runner, but when I took that second one, fucking shaved off 2 minutes. So hey, you got to push yourself. You can do it. PT is definitely intense enough for you to get it done. So, but if you didn't pass your diag, but you passed the rest of your test, as soon as you pass your diag, they will give you your badge. It's not that bad. Okay, so it's phase 5. You now have privilege to eat at all the fat places. So you can go to Burger King, Taco Bell, whatever, whatever, whatever. Basically, you can go to the food court in the PX. You can go to the PX as long as you got a battle buddy or somebody of the same phase as you. Um, you can wear civilian clothes. So I was, sporting my little t-shirt day and jeans. That was awesome. Just kind of walking around freely and not having to worry about that. Like after 12 o'clock formation, I didn't have to be back here until 4 o'clock. And then after that, they added the extra formation in today because it's only supposed to be after the middle day formation. It's supposed to be the final formation at 8, but whatever. All NCOs are different. So we did that. And yeah, it's just real chill. So next weekend, on next Saturday, I'll have formation at 8, 12. Then I probably won't have another one until maybe 5 o'clock. And after 5 o'clock, it'll be one at like 8:30, which is the final one. But once they get our lights out, put back to normal because of, again, it was taken away because of the phase down. Lights out on Saturdays is probably going to be around 11. So you could hang out till 9, but you don't have to be, in bed knocked out till 11. It's supposed to be. So that's phase 5. Can't go off post, but you can go anywhere on post unaccompanied as long as you have a battle buddy. So you don't have like to be marched or have an NCO escort you or cadre escort you anywhere. So that's cool. Phase 5 plus, you don't get that until 10 weeks in at least, not in any disciplinary trouble, and to get it, you have to pass an ASU inspection, which is your dress blues. You got to be sharp because you're approaching graduation, so they want to make sure you wear your uniform correctly. You take another knowledge exam, which is basically more of policy, letter 17, but like deeper stuff, like you'll have to know the measurements for your uniform and just different stuff about the company and knowledge of that nature. And once you get that done, you now have a gold, or to me, orange badge. I think this badge is supposed to be gold. Other ones, whatever. But you have an orange badge. You can go off post on the weekends. Same things as phase 5, basically, but just little additives. And really, what's your phase 5 plus? Ain't nothing in this world gonna bother you because you got 2 fucking formations. You have the first formation in the morning, which everyone goes to on the weekend, and then you have 12 o'clock, and then you ain't got to be back till 8, 9 o'clock, basically. So you just out chilling, doing whatever you want. But unfortunately, in phase 5 plus, that's where people fuck up the most. That is where people lose their shit. That's where people want to go get alcohol. That's where people start getting sharp cases, which is sexual harassment, assault, and rape prevention program that the Army has. And you'd be like, oh, well, cool. I like my battle buddy a lot. Let's go to the hotel. But hey, I ain't gonna tell her like 2 of my homeboys is there. We gonna all try to get it in because I heard she was a freak. Now you done caught a case and you done shit you not. There's somebody here who's pending a sharp investigation. Has been here for fucking 2 years. 2 years at Fort Gordon. I gotta be here for fucking 17 weeks. I don't even want to be here that long. But they gotta be here for fucking 2 years. So don't just public service announcement. Don't try to rape your battle buddy. It's not cool. Don't do it. Don't. If they showed us a video, right? I'm telling you about the video. You can look it up on YouTube. I shit you not. It's look up the T video in regards to sexual assault. And basically, what they compare it to is, hey, if you and your friend are hanging out and you're having tea, and then you offer your friend some tea, don't force them to drink the tea. Same thing. And it's a bunch of examples of how you can see it sexually. It's like, okay, if your friend is asleep, of course you wouldn't give them tea. If your friend says no, you don't force the tea on them. You don't physically make them drink the tea. Same thing. Don't go around pushing yourself against women. Women, don't go around pushing yourself up against other women or other men. Because the thing way sharp works is, say me and Leslie are having a conversation. And I'm like, yo, this bitch over here, excuse me, I don't talk about women like that, but just role play here. So I'm like, yo, this bitch over here got a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. Yo, man, Leslie, I'm thinking about trying to hit that. He's like, word, Mac. And I'm like, word. The chick I'm talking about ain't even got to hear it. But one of my battle buddies in formation hears it sharp because now they felt uncomfortable and they felt like I was making sexual references that were inappropriate. It's just that easy. Now you done got fucked up. That person who made the statement gets to move on about their happy little life. They go to their permanent duty station. They go serve their time. Your ass is stuck wherever you at because your orders are now halted because you are under criminal investigation, sir or ma'am. All right, now you done fucked up. All right, in the Army's eyes, you're not trustworthy. So don't get sharp. It's not something you want to do. I'm married, so I ain't trying to sharpen nobody anyway. I love my wife. Okay, that's the only person that I will be sexually harassing if I feel the need. Okay, and then we'll work that out between closed doors, my household. So that's my business. But again, AIT is not that bad. For anyone who gets told that it's college, it's not. It's really not. It's like basic training extended. Like, because we got platoon sergeants. Platoon sergeants went to fucking drill sergeant school. So they have a switch in their head. They can flip. And I shit you not. My platoon sergeant, cool as fuck, right? Cooler than a breeze. But like, he has like what I call a drill sergeant, like spidey sense. Like, he'll be sitting there talking to us, right? And he'll be like, hey, soldiers, we're going to go out here. Y'all motivated. Hey! Stop walking on talking on your fucking cell phone. And you'll just, like, he zones out and sees that shit. And he'll just be like, soldiers, soldiers. I'm trying to understand, soldiers. Soldiers, I'm trying to understand why you talking at the position of parade rest, soldiers. Soldiers, this ain't nothing new, soldiers. That basic training, they taught you what you need to know. What are you doing, soldiers? And that's how he go off. So, I'm gonna wrap this video up because it's getting a little longer. And that's my AIT experience so far. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I am here to get an education, get MIOS certified, and then I get to go back home to my guard unit and work things out there until I decide to make the jump to active. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can definitely leave them in the little area for that. You can hit me up, ask me questions about Army life or any other of my videos that you may or may not have seen. Hopefully next week something this week would have happened that's funny, and I'll give you some funny outtakes for next week. But right now that's all I got. So again, appreciate those who do follow and support the channel. Again, it's been Mac on Rail, and my side note voice here, Leslie, because he's in the room when I make the videos. Just my battle buddy is what he does. And AIT is AIT. Definitely study hard. If you're in the 25 series, study freaking hard. I mean, most of your tests will be open book, but I know people in the class who have barely passed tests in their open book. So yeah, do the best you can. Stay awake in class because I'm on swing shift and it's difficult as fuck to stay awake when you got class from 5 to 11:30 because you're tired. You know that PT all the morning and you're not even supposed to sleep unless it's sleep time, and the only free time you get. Well, okay, let me just paint this for you. Okay, day starts PT at 8. Lately, they've been having PT for damn near 2.5 hours. So you finish PT at 10, 10:30. Then they have, okay, personal hygiene time. And then your next formation is at 1300, which is 1 o'clock. Okay, so you do personal hygiene. Let's say it's 11, 11:15. You decide to go get some lunch, come back, you chill maybe for about an hour, straightening up stuff, cleaning the bay maintenance. You got formation at 1300. If everything's copacetic at 1300, you're earned personal time. Now you've earned personal time. You have from 1 to 3 to go do whatever you need to go take care of. Haircuts, shop at, whatever. Then you come back for 1500 formation, mail call. If there's no mail, you sit around until 1530. You'll march to the DFAC. You'll have dinner between 1530 to about 1630, which is 430. Then they got to march you to class, and class starts at 1700, which is 5 o'clock. 17 to 1130 or 2300, you got class. And a lot of free time or a lot of time to be stupid and doing silly stuff. So, get it in when you're in there, pay attention, ask questions, and just once you fall into the routine, it becomes like second nature. It's the Army, huh? That's what you do. You kind of just drive on. So that's been me. That's back. Nothing else I really got on it. I will post this. Hope you like it. I hope you watch it to the end. I hope next week that'll be funnier. And appreciate you. Out.